Hey, Baba. Hey, Baba. It's a take. Take. I'm gonna ruin your makeup. Yes, you guys. I'm gonna ruin your makeup. Got you. We got you back.
Grateful couldn't even touch the iceberg of describing how I feel.
All right, guys. BBMzansi housemates living their lives to the fullest. Like, your faves are living their best lives right now. I ain't lying about that. That's just the candid truth. And I'm here to share some of their spotlights. Guys, if you're here, chill with me. All right, guys. So this video is dedicated to all my BBMzansi viewers who have always watched this channel, who has always found this channel very valuable, who has always followed my updates on the Big Brother show. I mean, I'm super excited, and welcome back. Personality highlight to Juliuche, that Nigerian girl who loves to talk about a lot of things like reality shows, real-time stories, social issues, and a lot of things. And basically, guys, I'm literally doing this for you guys who have been watching my channel. I really, really want to appreciate you for being around the space, you know, like always being here, having meaningful conversations with me. I really enjoyed my time with you guys. So guys, this is like a real top spotlight for some of your faves that has really been blowing like our airways, like have been making us understand that yes, we're living our best lives right now. So guys, if you're in, I'm in. But before we go any further, please follow this channel, turn on the post notification bell, share your thoughts, guys, on what you think about what I'm sharing. I mean, I'm not gonna do any comparison in this video, but I'm gonna tell you that some of your faves are really doing well, and I think there is a lot of significant difference when we look at the Big Brother Naija show and the Big Brother Mzansi show. The difference is really mind-blowing. I mean, we actually watched the Big Brother Mzansi, you know, helping us see mind-blowing personalities. We saw people like Mpho, we saw people like Dinky Blaze, we saw people like Acacia, we saw people like, Libo, we saw people like Mpho, we saw people like Themba, we saw Nale, you guys, we saw so many of your favorites, and that show was so mind-blowing. You saw people like Teary, people who really knew what they wanted out of life, people who actually knew who they were before they got into the show. And so guys, let's just throw some spotlights. Let's talk about some of your faves. Guys, if you were to give a name, like if you were to describe any of these personalities you saw in the Big Brother Mzansi show, what word would you use to describe any of the housemates that greased the show? I have a lot of things to say. If you're with me, stick with me as I give you the highlights on what's going on in their lives.
All residing in somebody's scrotum. From the back, 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 from the back.
Relationship start with a tattoo artist.
Damn. We've been very close in the house. I knew he felt something for me, and I did. But at the time, I was too focused on the game. I did not want to be in a relationship because we didn't go there for we had Jola 99. Yeah. We went there to build ourselves, to sell ourselves.
It's two people, but it's Jola. You know, I'm just happy that they're happy. But beyond that, I'm getting that.
Guys, this particular video that I shared earlier was just Mpho explaining the situationship with Themba. Like, people have been curious, like, okay, Mpho, what really happened with Themba? Like, the love vibes between these two people, hey, no caps. I respect, man. Guys, you know that in the Big Brother Naija show, these guys come into the house to ship, and then when they leave the show, the ship ends automatically. For the BBMzansi show, we saw a different show. We saw housemates like starts without ship and then end with ship, and I'm like, I love that part of the show. It shows that these guys really understand who they are and where they're going to. They are not just getting driven by the fan base and the spotlights and all that whatnot. Guys, literally, if Mpho was a Nigerian, I don't even know if the relationship would have worked. Like, I really don't know, because probably should have listened more to what fans have to say than what her heart was telling her. I don't know, man. But you guys know I love to keep it real in this channel. So guys, I'm definitely not going to be saying the most successful. I like in this video. One of the things I don't try to do is to compare housemates, because I feel everybody's living a unique life. I mean, we have people like Mpho winning, Acacia is winning. Everybody's just winning in their own space. But I'm just, the truth is that there are people that have always been in our face. People like Yoli. She's always in our face. If she's not running an advert, she's on her Insta page, giving us highlights in her stories. We love that vibe about her. I mean, Yoli is just that voluptuous babe that knows her worth, and I really love her personality. I mean, I personally do not have a personal favorites in any of the Big Brother show, and this is, I mean, I really literally have to do this video because I've been seeing a lot of people come here like, hey, you hate Themba, hey, you hate Gashwan, hey, you hate, but I don't hate any of these people. One of the things that I do in this channel is very, very simple. Like, the simple thing I do in this channel is to throw highlights. So if your fave is winning, I'm going to raise that flag up. If your fave is doing something bad, or is kind of putting it on the wrong table, or not just giving us what we want, this is a constructive criticism channel, guys. Yes, be reminded. I will speak about it. I will say whatever I have in my mind. I always do that respectfully, but I know a lot of people have been coming to my, like, sometimes I have to delete some posts, some comments that just sounds like really cocky. I mean, you guys, let me express myself. This is my world. I have a right to express my thoughts. You also have your right to express your thoughts, but just do that nicely. Understand that this is my channel, and I have a right to judge your favorites. Like, that is what this channel is for. I judge your favorites. If you can't deal with it, you're in the wrong channel. So guys, a lot of those housemates have been winning. I mean, I'm gonna say Nali. I mean, that power super girl, she shows she was an alpha female from the beginning to the end. I mean, we literally saw Venus maintain their level. There was literally none of the BBMzansi housemates that got into the house and probably changed from who they were to somebody we don't even know. But anyways, time will tell if we saw the fake housemates in the BBMzansi show, or we saw the real housemates, of course, when the reunion comes up. And guys, this is definitely going to be one of the last videos I'm going to be doing about the BBMzansi housemates, except something really good, big, blows on our face. I'm going to come back and talk about it. But for now, I mean, you guys know that the Big Brother Naija show is already up, and guys, this is definitely going to be taking more of my time. So basically, I'm just here keeping my fingers crossed and saying, you know what, we're going to talk about Big Brother Mzansi again during the reunion. But guys, I'm not going to lie, people like Tabby, who came into the show late, like literally is really winning big. I love her vibe. I mean, like, literally, guys, Tabby is actually more popular than some people. Like, I'm like, how did she do it? It's a personality magic. And I don't know, man, but who was your favorite watching, like, who was your favorite in the BBMzansi show? I think I loved all of them. Because of what I do not like to have favorites. I don't have favorites. I'm just indifferent about all of them, because I don't want to say something now and somebody says, oh, it's because you hate this person because you like that person. So let me know, who was your favorite? What word did you use to describe any of those housemates? I literally did a video earlier where I had actually shared my mindset, my thoughts about this housemates. I have the link of that video right here. You probably want to check that. But really, right now, if I were to describe this housemate using one word, I'm going to describe them starting with Mpho, and I'm going to say Mpho is just meek. He maintained his meek status from beginning to end. I love that vibe about him. Acacia is that naughty chick. She's naughty. That's just the word that describes Acacia for me. She's naughty from the beginning to the end. Like, she is naughty. I'm not gonna say naughty for Dinky. I'm just gonna say Dinky is wild. She is wild as very wild. When we look at Themba, I'm gonna say Themba is a different species. He is different. He's just on his lane. Like, you can't even come and compare him with anybody. He's just on his lane. He's just solo game. When we look at Mpho, what comes to the mind? Mpho is just, the word eccentric comes into my head. The word purpose comes into my head when I look at Mpho and think about her. And when we look at Nali, we look at power girl moves. Yeah, she gives me that power girl vibe. So I think I understand when she says she's an alpha female. When we look at who now? Libo. Let's just say Libo. I think Libo is what am I gonna call Libo now? We will call Libo the loyal friend. Like, Libo is that person who, if he's friends with you, he will just try to be loyal to you. So I'm just gonna use that word for Libo, but he's just that fresh dude, man. if I was to use another word. When we look at Gashwan, we're just gonna say, oh my god, Gashwan is cocky. All through, he was just that. If I hadn't used the word naughty before now, I definitely would use naughty for Gashwan. But I'd say Gashwan is just unpredictable. Like Gashwan we literally had no idea of what was going in that guy's head from beginning to the end. For Tato, I would say Tato is life. Like Tato just has this presence about her that just makes her just puck. Terry, baby. If I were to look at Terry right now, I'd say Terry is just a go-getter. Like she is that person. She's a gold digger. Gold, not gold. Gold digger. Like when she wants something, she goes for it and she gets it. I mean, we could see it in how she worked with the games and all that. I really love that about Terry. I really don't have much to say about the guys. I think the girls were more opinionated. I don't know, but that's just me sharing. Venus is word. She's word. That's a word that describes Venus. And when I look at BU, I'm like, okay, this guy is just a cool guy. He's just a cool guy. He's just cool. He's just cool. He's just that very cool guy, calm guy. He's very chilled. Yeah, okay, no, I'm gonna use chilled for
Final.
I'm just gonna use chilled for him because I think it fits him more. So I mean, literally, guys, I'm gonna say most of those housemates really came in. They gave us the vibe of who they are. We saw that till the very finish. I don't know, but what do you see? What did you use to describe any of them? Guys, I don't know, but what difference you see from the BBMzansi and the Naija? I just think Naija, we're gonna be expecting more fashion. We're gonna see more competition among those housemates when it comes to the worldly things and not even the game things. Because for BBMzansi, we saw more competition in the games, but though some people were not so into the game, but we literally saw them competing to win the game. Maybe it was because of the way the game was played. Anyway, we're going to see what Big Brother Naija is going to be bringing up. We're going to see the strategies they're going to be bringing in. And of course, these things are the things that kind of mold us housemates to be whoever they want to be. So guys, it's just me sharing fun, sharing how your faves are winning. And guys, of course, please be calm, be nice to me on the comment section. Don't judge my channel with a very limited mindset. I mean, this is a place where you have to have an open mindset. So if you want to judge, be a critic, be a constructive critic. Don't just talk because you're emotionally invested in something. Basically, I just felt like I needed to share this with you guys. So guys, I see you next time, guys. I'm still here sharing what I know how to share, and of course, be cool and don't forget to follow the channel. I'll see you guys in my next one. For now, thank you so much for your watch time. Ciao, guys.